Allow me to welcome you to our video today, as we tell you a story of the most notorious African leader. Welcome.
Bokassa Premier.
After colonization, many African countries faced difficulties in shaping their economy. They struggled with ignorance, diseases, and lack of good standard education, leading to political instability and bad governance. Jean-Bédel Bokassa was born on February 22, 1921, in Bobangui, a village in the French Equatorial Africa, which is present-day Central African Republic. He rose to power through a military coup in 1965, overthrowing the country's first president, David Dacko. Bokassa declared himself president of the Central African Republic and later became a self-proclaimed emperor. On December 4, 1976, Bokassa crowned himself Emperor Bokassa I in a lavish and extravagant ceremony, modeled after the coronation of Napoleon Bonaparte. The event cost a substantial amount of money and earned him criticism both domestically and internationally. Bokassa's rule was marked by authoritarianism, human rights abuses, and allegations of corruption. He sought to consolidate his power by suppressing opposition, abolishing political parties, and relying heavily on the military to maintain control. In 1979, Bokassa faced international backlash when his forces brutally suppressed a coup attempt. During this incident, known as the Bokassa Massacre, many schoolchildren were killed, and this drew significant condemnation from the international community. In 1979, while Bokassa was on a trip to Libya, French paratroopers conducted Operation Barracuda, a military intervention that ousted him from power. Bokassa was exiled to France, and David Dacko was reinstated as the president of the Central African Republic. After his exile, Bokassa spent several years in France before returning to the Central African Republic in 1986. He faced trial for various charges, including murder and embezzlement. In 1987, he was convicted of murder and sentenced to death. However, his sentence was later commuted to life imprisonment. In 1993, amid domestic and international pressure, President André Kollingberg granted Bokassa amnesty, and he was allowed to spend the remainder of his life in relative obscurity. Jean-Bédel Bokassa died on November 3, 1996, in Bangui, the capital of the Central African Republic. During Jean-Bédel Bokassa's rule as president and self-proclaimed emperor of the Central African Republic, there were disturbing allegations of cannibalism associated with his regime. These allegations emerged in the context of the Bokassa Massacre that took place in 1979. His rule remains a controversial and tumultuous period in the history of the Central African Republic. Thank you for watching. We will really appreciate your subscription. Until next video, we wish you prosperity.